Hello, everybody. It is January 9th, and it is the day before a huge snowstorm. And that is my cell phone. Before a huge snowstorm in Nashville, we got crazy weather going on. We got the terrible fires up there in California. Hope everybody's doing all right. If you're my friends, hope you guys are doing good. Shout out to all my Los Angelino listeners and friends. Be safe out there, guys. Follow the rules. Evacuate if you need to. And be safe. This is episode 14 of Movie Boarding. Thank you so much, guys, for listening up to this point. Be sure to follow us on the socials, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, all Kingston Hannibal. Thank you for listening on Spotify, Amazon, iHeartRadio, wherever you guys get your podcasts. Thank you so much for telling all your friends and family. That's how we get new listeners. Guys, I'm trying to get out this one-bedroom apartment in the ghetto, so help me out, all right? Anyways, thank you for listening to this episode of Movie Boarding on the movie Bogus. Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Movie Boarding. I am your host, Brian, also known as Kingston Hannibal. And I can already feel Priscilla judging me. She's already having those. I know you got those one-liners queued up, Priscilla.
No, I really don't.
Don't lie to me. But those voices you hear are my two very special guests. And technically, you are the very first two guest episode that I've had.
We're honored.
Yeah, well, technically, I did have another one with two people, but the other person was a kid, and she would like kind of come in, which actually ended up being awesome because she actually had some amazing points in the movie. Like so much, she's like 8. But she's very precocious and she loves movies a lot like her mom. And she was like, oh, did you notice this in the movie? And I was like, no, I didn't. That's awesome. So maybe when Sho and Kai are of age, they can join in. You hear their voices already. That's my very good friends, dynamic duo, TK and Priscilla. Welcome, everybody. And you can't hear it, but here's some applause.
Yeah.
Thanks for having us, Brian.
Thanks, Brian.
Well, no. Thank you guys for doing this. Like I mentioned, they have not only 2 kids, but 2 very little kids. How old are, I know Kai's like, what, 3 now? 2?
2. He's 2, and Sho is almost 5 months.
Oh, my goodness. So thank you. I know it's kind of hard for you guys to make time for that, but thank you so much for being, yeah, I see the little one. Do you have monitors for both of the kiddos?
Yeah, they're on the same.
I only see one. Do they sleep in the same room?
No way. No. It like switches between the 2.
They annoy each other? Like, or what?
Like in different sleep schedules. Like
Gotcha.
one with the other.
So is Sho sleeping out throughout the whole night?
No.
That's like another 8 months, man.
No, it isn't.
Oh.
Like another 5 months.
That's what you hope for, but who knows?
Yeah, everyone's different. So anyways, enough baby talk.
Well, the
The
reason
movie
I
talk.
wanted, yeah, but it's called baby boarding. So the movie we are gonna watch is called Bogus. I think I mentioned to you that we were gonna watch this movie, like, or did I not say anything?
No, you should
Okay.
do.
Well, the movie is called Bogus. It's from 1996. It stars Whoopi Goldberg, Gérard Depardieu, and a very little Haley Joel Osment.
I don't know who that is.
We don't. Yeah, I know the first.
You
I
know who
know-
Haley Joel Osment is. You know who he is. I see dead people.
Oh.
Okay.
That's him.
AI movie? What was it called?
Yes, he was an AI. He was an
Okay.
AI. But I remember him mostly as the Forrest Gump's kid.
Oh yeah.
And the part that always sticks with me is at the end when he's like, Forrest Gump is like, what you watch? And he's like, I don't know why Forrest Gump was British in that, but Haley Joel Osment says, Bert and Ernie. And that sticks with me. I don't know for what reason that sticks with me. It's
Poor
like,
memory.
yeah. Was that up, Priscilla? You just can't help yourself, can you?
No, I wasn't supposed to be a burn. I'm just saying everything sticks with you. Like it just.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I have a very good memory.
Yeah, like he just remembers this kind of stuff. I'm not.
You're like a bunch of useless knowledge.
I mean, it's not wrong.
No.
Dang, TK, I didn't expect that from you. Dang, bro.
I was just filling in the blanks for Priscilla.
Finally, after almost 10 years, it just like rubs off. TK's like, I get it now. I get it.
Dude, I've been trying to find a movie that makes me cry, and I can't.
We'll get into that right now. Or I also have some stories of other people I'm sure Priscilla has some, but anyway, so just a little quick summary of the movie. So, it's about this kid Albert, which is Haley Joel Osment. He moves to Jersey after something happens, and he finds himself in a new home with Harriet, which is played by Whoopi Goldberg. So he's feeling out of place, and basically he conjures up or makes like an imaginary friend in order to cope with the change and everything that's going on in his life. I'm sorry, the imaginary friend, which is Bogus, is played by Gérard Depardieu, and a lot of the descriptions of the summer was like, oh, the magic, and I'm like, magic is a part of it, but you'll see what I'm talking about, not like actual magic, but it's more of like this. All this is playing around in this kid's imagination, and he has a very vivid imagination. And this movie touches on dealing with loss. It touches with making the best of your circumstances and adapting to new situations, and of course, imagination. But as TK already mentioned, are there any movies that make you cry no matter how many times you've seen them? Priscilla?
Well, this is a dumb one. It never missed. Whatever. I always cry. Freaky Friday.
What?
The saddest movie you'll ever see, Brian.
Which I
Freaky
think
Friday.
Like remaking it or something, right? I don't know. I saw something.
Oh yeah.
That's interesting. I don't think I've ever seen that movie.
You've never seen Freaky Friday?
Okay, we're changing this.
We're gonna
podcast.
flip it, and then we're gonna do this to you. No.
Literally
Yeah.
every guest has mentioned a movie, and I'm like, oh, I haven't seen that, and they're like, oh, we're gonna do the reverse. So eventually, I think we will do
And
the
you're
reverse.
like, absolutely not. Right. I get it. It's fine. But yeah, Freaky Friday. Well, you've never even seen it, so I can't even tell you what part. So
Well, I mean, I don't know if I'll ever watch it.
you won't. It's sweet.
TK, I know that you're not a big crier, but
No. I had like a phase a few months ago. I was watching like sad movies,
Yeah.
and no,
No, one of them you did cry. I can't remember which one it was.
okay. So a long time ago, when I first saw this movie, it made me cry, but maybe it's because I was like 12.
That's why you did
So I was 11. The Passion of the Christ.
Jesus made me cry.
Jeez.
Jesus made you cry, which I guess.
But I was 11, and I'd never seen probably a gory movie like that before. So maybe it was that.
It was impressionable.
But the thing is, though, like, you know what happens, though. Like, you know the ending.
I guess, but obviously Mel Gibson focuses a lot
on the
on the
gory part of
gore
it. Yeah,
and-
yeah, yeah. Which
Well,
I mean,
yeah.
is a big element of it, but
And I think it was before probably like the branch started making like, they've been doing that since the 90s.
But
Never mind.
I don't know. I'm just saying. I was in theater. I was 11 years old in that. I remember crying in that.
Yeah.
I also saw.
You were trying to watch it one time when Kai was up.
Oh yeah, but I would just stop it.
And I'm just like, what are you doing? Like, this is like really.
It's family worship.
right. But you know the funny part about that is that, like, even in the Bible, it doesn't really touch that much. I mean, it says like he suffered, but not. It doesn't say like
Yeah. It's
specifically
not
like
descriptive.
he was
Yeah, yeah.
bleeding out from every like.
Yeah,
orc-
like
yeah.
glosses over that. It's just like very vague. Like okay.
Yeah, because that's not the focus of what's going on. The focus is like
But yeah, that scene is like.
that's another movie I've never seen.
Oh okay.
I do know that it's like very gory and also like 4 hours long. So I was just like,
Yeah, you're like, no thanks. You cried in another one. It wasn't that one.
Never Let Me Go. No, I cried this one.
No.
It's
no.
with
Oh, yeah, that one guy.
Carey Mulligan, Keira Knightley,
Andrew Garfield.
Andrew Garfield. No, I didn't. I thought Awakenings was pretty sad
I didn't watch it. I fell asleep.
with what's his name?
Robert De Niro.
Robert De Niro and Robin Williams.
oh,
Saw that one.
oh no, not Robin Williams. No, that still hurts.
He's like a doctor. He's a neurologist,
Too
Okay.
soon.
and what's his name? Robert De Niro is like he suffers from I don't know something.
He suffers from Robert De Niro syndrome.
How have you never cried? I feel like
Incendies was sad, but I didn't cry either. By Denis Villeneuve, remember?
yes. Oh, that's the one where like, oh no, right?
Yeah.
Don't watch that.
Did you ever see this one? Incendies?
Oh, yeah. No, I haven't, but I know it's Denis Villeneuve.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't.
I heard that one's pretty intense.
Yeah, but it's more like it's like the plot itself. I wouldn't say it's like yeah, it's sad, but
Yeah,
it's more the impact of the plot.
I guess.
And that guy I don't think he's ever had a bad movie.
I don't know.
That's true.
The two Dune movies, Blade Runner,
Rival.
2084, Arrival, and then Prisoners with Hugh Jackman and Jake Gyllenhaal.
Mm.
And for me, I would say
Oh yeah.
Forrest Gump. I think is the one that always makes me cry. Yeah.
What
Forrest Gump?
part?
Like everything, all the stuff that he goes through. His mom dies, his best friend dies, his wife dies, everybody dies.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Spoiler,
His
fast.
best friend died?
Yeah,
Who?
Bubba.
Oh, Bubba.
Gump. That's him.
Oh, right. He's
And his wife dies. Have you speaking of that, have you guys seen that there's an SNL skit with from last year with Shane Gillis, and it's supposedly like they're at their high school reunion for Forrest, like in Greenbow, Alabama, and then like the bully of the class is like making fun of Gump, and they're just like giving these awards like the most successful, and like, you know, it's Forrest Gump obviously because he's like a billionaire. And then the bully comes up and he's like, I want to thank Mama, like Forrest Gump. And then the bully's like, yeah, I bet you brought her on her date. And he's as a your date. He's like, she's in heaven. And then he keeps going like down the list, and he's all like, I want to thank my very best girl, Jenny. He's like, no way, you locked Hot Jenny down? Yo, where's she? Hot Jenny, where you at? And he's like, she's also in heaven. And like, he just keeps going down. And he's all, yeah. And then you find like he kind of like accepts like not to make fun of him. And then Forrest Gump is like, Lieutenant Dan, like, you know, like thanking Lieutenant Dan. He's like, oh man, Lieutenant Dan, stand up, sir, stand up, wherever you are, stand up. And he's all like, he lost his leg. Other than that, I wouldn't. Oh, the one that I cried recently was Black Panther: Wakanda Forever. And the reason I cried is because, like, in the beginning, spoiler alert for a movie, Wakanda Forever, they, like, in the first scene, they deal with like the death of Chadwick Boseman. So in the movie, the character Black Panther, he dies of an illness, and it's like, I mean, because, you know, Chadwick Boseman passed away. It's one of those movies for me that I really enjoyed, and I would put Interstellar there. It's a great movie. It's an amazing movie. I recommend it, but I don't know if I can watch it again. Like, I'm just like, like I don't need it. I didn't need to go through that.
You saw it once, you don't need to see it again.
Yeah, especially with Black Panther, because it's like, it's a great movie, but it is missing. Like, you know, it's noticeable that it's missing Chadwick Boseman. Like
His presence in the first one was.
Oh yeah. Again, we mentioned that you guys do have kiddos. So how has your movie experience changed since you got kids?
Well, we just
don't watch movies.
We don't go to the theaters.
Obviously, yeah. Did you ever go with Before Show was born?
Before,
We
yeah,
go on our own.
we would do separately because it was either one to take care of them or
Actually, I saw the Planet of the Apes movie when Joel was born.
yeah, he left me.
You're like, you're fine, Priscilla.
Yeah, yeah, it was fine.
Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes.
Yeah, he went to go see that. So yeah, that's what we've been doing since we had kids. We kind of take turns watching a movie that only like ones we really want to see, like
Yeah.
which has been Dune,
Planet of the
the
Apes.
Avatar one. Avatar?
Mhm,
Yeah.
Avatar.
Well, you watch Planet of the Apes.
Oppenheimer. I saw Oppenheimer.
Oh, I did too. Yeah, that's it.
Wow.
The Barbie movie.
No,
That's a really good movie. That's a really good movie.
no, we watched it, but we weren't like, I'm gonna go to the theaters and see
Oh,
it.
okay, gotcha.
We were like wherever.
Mhm.
I think those are the only ones. Everything else, I mean, there's other movies we wanted to see, but we just like, no.
We'll just wait for streaming.
Well, yeah. I mean, I was there one time where we put on Ninja Turtles, and it was like we weren't even watching. I wasn't even like, they're not my kids. I'm not taking care of them, but you literally couldn't watch it because we had to like kind of check up on the kids.
Yeah, for sure. So anything we put on TV is just like kid stuff.
And if we want to watch something, it's like you have to wait until this time,
like right now,
after 8 or 9 p.m.
Yeah.
And even then, it's like, do you really want to watch a movie or do you
just want
want
to
to on other stuff? You know, like,
Yeah, you need to like do, clean, do everything that you can do when the kids are.
Which,
so.
thank you so much for doing this. I know your time is very precious, but I appreciate it.
we'll send you the bill after.
Alrighty then, guys. I mean, are the kids old enough? Well, specifically Kai, is he old enough to have like his favorite like movies or shows that he just kind of watches all the time?
He does like recently. I think it's just because I have like a little plushie. He likes Winnie the Pooh.
Oh, okay.
So because I have that little bear thing, I'll put the show on for him, like
Okay.
and he enjoys. Like he's like, ooh, ooh, whatever. More recently, as in like this week, he likes from PBS. I got the app on the TV. I don't know.
Okay.
I didn't even know it was a thing. I didn't even know PBS was free, but it's free for kids.
Yeah, it is.
And you download it and there's like a bunch of kids shows on there, and he likes one that's called Daniel Tiger's Neighborhood, which is like a play. I didn't even know this, but it's a play on what did you say?
Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood. It said there's like a little caption in the intro. It says like based on
The works.
the works of Fred Rogers. Because even the tune of the song sounds, or I'm pretty sure it is the Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood song.
So it's like a little tiger kid. Anyways, well, yeah, he likes that.
I mean, Kai and Show are gonna be Disney kids, 100%.
No,
Yeah, we hope so.
I saw on your Instagram that you took them to Disney. It was just you two?
It was just us two, yeah.
Oh, how was that? That's cute.
It was nice. I've been wanting to go like on a one-on-one date with him, if you will, just because I'm gonna start work soon, and I'm gonna put him in daycare. So it's kind of like my goodbye. It's my goodbye for being your primary caregiver. I mean, I'm still am, but like
it's send off.
it's
Are
like a
you-
send off. Yeah,
Oh,
that's
yeah,
it.
yeah. I'm sure that could be tough, I guess. I had to do that once with the dog, and I get it. I get it, guys. I understand. Same thing. It's the same thing.
It's the
Same.
exact same thing. Yes. So yeah, we went on Disney and it was nice. It was awesome. He was tall enough to get on Autotopia. Is that what it's called?
Yeah, Autotopia.
Yeah. So I'm like, oh gosh.
And I'm sure he's gonna love roller coasters, not like his uncle.
Yes. He said.
All right. As a matter of fact, I had that conversation with somebody.
10-year-old kid next to you.
Yeah, that's right. He looked at me like, what?
He's like, what the hell is this guy?
He was dating with somebody
That
else.
was some kid.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a child. Who did I talk about that?
Hey, what's wrong with this guy?
I don't even. But I recently came up in a conversation. I was like, "Oh yeah, I got freaked out on that ride," and they're like, "You did?" But apparently, the ride before it would actually spin, like,
Oh.
yeah, and they changed it.
Okay.
By the way, I would not have gotten on that version of the ride. Well, it makes sense that we're talking about Disney because this movie is a Disney movie, or I think it was a Fox movie.
Oh, right. Okay.
Oh, okay.
All right.
But anyways, you guys ready to watch this movie?
Do
Let's
it.
do it.
All right,
Bogus.
so we'll watch it and then we'll come back after and discuss this very important movie of Bogus. All right, thank you guys. We'll see you in a bit.
Okay. Bye.
Whenever you say you put the kids down, I'm like, oh my god, what'd you guys do to them?
We took them off the back and
They had to
put one between their eyes.
Oh my god, that's not the movie we are watching, bro. All right, so we are back a couple days later, but that usually happens because people are busy. I think nobody's more busy than you guys with two kiddos. You said you finished watching the movie yesterday?
Yeah. Mhm.
It was like the last 30 minutes or something.
What did you guys think of the movie?
Go first.
Me?
Yeah.
No, you go first.
Also, too, your honest opinion. If you didn't like it, you can say I hated it. Like, it's fine.
Yeah, well.
Yeah, go ahead. You already started.
You obviously don't like it, Priscilla.
No, it's like yeah, I wasn't crazy about it. But it's because I feel like the adults in this kid's life let him down,
Yeah.
like majorly, and that's very maybe because I'm a mom now. If I would have watched this before I had kids, I probably would have been like, oh, cool, I would have even cried maybe. But this made me so like upset for him that I'm like, these are the people that your mom left you with.
Yeah, yeah.
Not only like Whoopi, whatever her name was in the movie,
Harriet.
Harriet, but the whole circus people or whatever they were.
Yeah. And it's funny, I chose it because I was like, oh, this is probably gonna hit different now that you guys are parents.
Yeah.
But I think it hit different in a different sense. I didn't see that point that you made. It's a really good point too, Priscilla, that not only was he let down by the like the magicians or the circus people or whatever, but also by his mom, that she left him to someone he doesn't know.
Yeah, I never even brought up, like it was obviously like I'm not totally blaming the mom. Like obviously she didn't expect to die, you know
Yeah.
what I mean? But like as parents, you never think you will, but you try and make a plan just in case it
Yeah.
happens.
So don't worry about that, guys. I will take care of Sho and Kai. Don't worry about it.
100%. No, thank you.
I got you guys. I got you. Nashville has
You are
really
the
good.
Whoopi Goldberg in our
I
lives.
would rather put them in the system. Just kidding.
Wow. Well, then I will become a foster parent and just adopt them.
Like they let you.
I mean, if you see some of the people that are foster parents,
I mean, that's true.
do you guys have a plan? If some, I mean, you don't have to tell me what it is, but do you guys have?
Yeah.
I think so. Like not like written down or legal. We probably should, but
Yeah, especially in California.
I think so. I think we have.
What about you, TK? What'd you think of the movie?
I liked it. I mean, I like the whole 90s nostalgia.
Especially like Vegas, like seeing Vegas in the 90s was pretty cool.
That's true. Yeah. So there's a lot of nostalgia in it, just the actual setting because it was filmed in the 90s and so we grew up in the 90s. So it was also funny seeing like the special effects that they had, like when he goes into that fever dream or when he goes into the abyss, right? It's like there's like a green screen with smoke. But as far as the plot, I enjoyed it. I mean, I agree with Priscilla and her points, but I could see past that and see it for just a dumb movie.
You're not a mom.
No. I think those are valid points, and like I said, I didn't think of that one. I think you're because when I saw it now and as an adult, because I saw it as a kid, I was like, well, okay, like I guess I could get past the part where Whoopi Goldberg, it has to be like the caretaker, but at least like have like a second or third option because she like really didn't want it. Just really quick so people know, this full spoilers for the movie. I'm sure they're like, no, don't spoil this movie that came out 30 years ago. But Haley Joel Osment and his mom live in Vegas. She's a cabaret dancer of some sorts or something like that. She works for like a musician in Vegas. And it was pretty cool to see like a lot of the things that the kid grew up with. Haley Joel Osment, or was it Albert?
Albert.
There was like just like, oh, he's like grew up around Frank Sinatra and like Liza Minnelli, like Engelbert Humperdinck and stuff like that. But his mom, single mom, she works in Vegas as a cabaret dancer. Then she dies in a car accident. And then Haley Joel Osment is sent to Harriet, which is played by Whoopi Goldberg in Newark. She was her friend when they were kids and they were foster kids together. So they were both orphans. And then, well, actually, no, Whoopi Goldberg wasn't an orphan. I think she was just given up for adoption.
Yeah, because she wrote her mom.
Yeah, she said she was waiting back to hear from her mom. But it's interesting that I think most people kind of felt like you did, Priscilla, because this movie didn't make a lot of money. It was a budget of $25 million and it only made $4 million domestically in the US.
Wow.
And it had a Rotten Tomato score of 41. But you know what's interesting? So I was looking at some of the cast and crew. The guy who directed this, Norman, and this is his name, Jewison.
Oh yeah, Jewison. Yeah, I didn't know.
He directed In the Heat of the Night and Fiddler on the Roof. Like those are amazing movies. So like he has a Fiddler. You don't know Fiddler on the Roof?
I don't think so.
You have heard a song from it though. It's a Gwen Stefani song. If I was a rich girl, na 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 na. That's from Fiddler on the Roof.
What do you mean?
So she changed it. Yeah, she changed it. So the song was If I Was a Rich Man. Tradition.
I can see why it didn't make a lot of money, you know, because the imaginary friend, it's like some older French dude.
Yeah,
like it was so literal. I don't know. I was expecting something like Bing Bong from like inside.
What's that new movie? If.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah. You know, like a purple
something.
I mean, you can see why he pictured a Frenchman.
Yeah.
Really wanted that magician guy to be his dad, and then he was like, "Sorry, dude, I don't like. I love you, but I don't want to."
Yeah, that dude.
So then like obviously he imagined, like he really wanted that guy to be his dad.
I mean, for all intents and purposes, it was his like one male figure in his life.
Yeah, and so that's why it makes sense why this guy comes up as French. I mean, kind of weird.
Although I think since then Gérard Depardieu has been canceled. I think. But
oh really?
I think so. Yeah. I mean, he's French, so you know, I'm pretty sure he did a lot of weird
French
stuff. Yeah, French stuff. I really did like the little speech that the French guy does at the funeral. I thought it was really, really sweet. And also the speech that Haley Joel Osment was trying to do. He was basically going to read like the report that he couldn't read to his mom.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Sorry, before I do the podcast, I rewatched the movie just to make sure there's like things where I could take notes and stuff. So the day that we did it was on a Sunday. When did we do it?
Yeah.
So I watched it on Saturday at work. So at a certain point on Saturdays is like the slowest day, and there's really not much for us to do. So in between like them having us do stuff, I started watching a movie and I started like crying. And, like, but the good part is like I was in an area where like there was nobody else. Like,
Oh.
so I was just like, and I was
Which
like,
part were you playing?
Well, it must have been the beginning.
it was in the beginning. It was 100% in the beginning when he's at the funeral, and then he's trying to read the report about what was it? I don't remember what it was about Ethiopia or whatever it was that he was trying to read at the funeral. And what really got to me is like when he said, "Why is everybody sad?" They were like, "No, continue with the report." Like he's like, "No, everybody's sad. My mom was never sad. So like, why are you guys sad?" And then you ran off, and I was like, "Don't run away, Haley Joel."
Yeah.
The cinematography was funny too. I just remember that part when it's like zooming out and he's like running towards the camera. Right, it's like, very 90s too.
Yeah. Yeah, it doesn't hold up.
I did mention kind of a little bit of the summary of the movie, but did you guys expect that was going to be what happened? Like, I guess the driving force in the movie that his mom died and like the way that she died.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I was waiting for it. I'm like, she's about to have a car accident.
Yeah,
right?
we saw it
okay.
coming. Like she was like taking way too long to like get into her car and like
Yeah,
like,
okay.
much on that little scene.
It was just so long. It's like, okay, she's about to die, you know, like
You did.
this is the last one. I mean, not because of anything she's doing, but more like the people who wrote it, you know, like they're making it.
And
Yeah,
also
it was-
too, like the scene, like that part where the car hits. I thought it was going to be like one of those where they're just driving and all of a sudden they just look. But it was like the car was coming, it cuts to her. The car is like kind of like Austin Powers, where they're like, no. Honestly, the car, I mean, it was an old car, but it didn't look like it was that bad to me, at least.
Well, it's in the 90s, you know, they barely had airbags.
Oh, it was like a Mustang, so it didn't have like crumble zone. So I think probably just like
And it was like a Chevy truck that hit them. You know, it's
pierced into her.
like a full metal frame, like no plastic components.
There was a couple scenes that I was like, oh, that's kind of messed up. When he's on the plane. By the way, did you guys ever fly on a plane by yourself when you were kids?
I did. Yeah, actually, I did.
Where'd you go?
Mexico.
By yourself?
Mhm.
How old were you?
10?
Dang.
Yeah.
I thought it was brave when I went from San Antonio to like Houston by myself. You went to another country.
Oh, what?
But this was this post or pre 9/11?
If I was 10, post. Yeah, 2003,
Oh,
2004.
okay. So well, no, that's even worse because they wouldn't let people into. I don't know if it was like that in Mexico.
Yeah, I remember like just like the lady would walk me onto the plane, and I actually sat next to some other kid that was going by himself.
Were you guys being trafficked? Did you guys even know it?
Yeah.
And then you saw him again, you said.
Oh, okay, so I went 2 years in a row, right? I flew alone in 2003 to Mexico, and then there was another kid on the airplane with me that was around my same age. So we were pretty much friends during that flight, right? Never saw him again
Trouble
until
buddies.
exactly 1 year later. I take another flight to Mexico by myself, and I see the same exact kid 1 year later on the same exact flight.
You guys never exchanged numbers, bro? That's awesome.
No. But that was the last time I saw him. I didn't.
That's
see him
like that's like a meet cute.
Me too. I know. And that's when you turn gay.
And that's when we found out. So in that scene, I was like, when the flight attendant was asking him questions about his parents, I'm like, shouldn't they have like told him like, hey, like his parents are dead. Don't say anything about it.
Yeah.
That is true. I just write a note or something.
Yeah. And the other thing, did you guys ever have an imaginary friend as a kid?
Nah.
You know, it's funny. I didn't either. I don't know if my sister did. So I was looking at them like, you know, because when you hear like, oh, this kid has an imaginary friend, like, oh, that's a weird kid. But apparently it's like very common. And so I looked at the study, and it said this psychologist named Marjorie Taylor, not the other Marjorie Taylor we know about, but it shows that children with imaginary friends tend to excel in storytelling, social skills, and emotional understanding. And these companions help kids develop empathy, boost creativity, enhance cognitive development. And it suggests that a lot of them make these imaginary friends to deal with, you know, certain situations. So I could see how the imaginary friend did kind of help him through the situation, because I kind of noticed too, not only was obviously that his mom passed away and he had to move to a different city, but like we were mentioning, he grew up around the lifestyle of Vegas. So when he moved to New York, he was like saying like, I don't remember what he specifically said, but I was like, oh, he also has to adapt to like that new lifestyle of going from like the, you know, the glamorous, and I mean they weren't poor, but they weren't, you know,
But they were exposed to that.
they were exposed to that, but then moving to Newark, which is like, ew, gross. And then when he says like, I hate Newark, and I was like, yeah, bro, most people do.
I don't think anyone says I love Newark.
Yeah, nobody's like, hey, let's go take a vacation to Newark.
Was like, yeah, this imaginary friend was there, but it's like it was him. It's, you know, it's him coping through this situation on his own. He's just like pretending it's somebody else.
Because no one was there for him,
Right.
including his like family, quote unquote,
Oh,
from Vegas.
I have
You know,
problems
it's
with
totally
that too.
different.
Yeah.
But never called or anything, you know, like you just like, I love you so much, but it's kind of like later, dude.
And even Whoopi says it when he runs away to go see them in Atlantic. She's like, you never called. And also too, Newark and Atlantic City are not that far. Like you could have gone to see the kid.
Oh yeah, that's true. The other way around.
The French.
Yeah. Well, it to me, it just seemed like it was kind of too mature, like for the kid to have been able to process all of it, you know,
Yeah.
because all the things that the imaginary that Bogus was saying was like a little bit too much for him to have processed.
Yeah.
'Cause I'm-
Yeah, no, it does.
you have imaginary friends, but you're still a kid, so you're gonna have the goofy stuff that you imagine, you know. I'm like,
Which leads me to a next question. Something that I thought about in this movie. One thing I noticed is that sometimes Bogus can interact with the world and sometimes he can't. Like there was times where you would see him, I think he like brushed his hair, like what's his name? Albert's hair. But then when they were in Atlantic City, Albert stormed into the venue and he couldn't open the door. Bogus couldn't open the door. So then another part of the movie is that Whoopi Goldberg eventually does see Bogus. So
Yeah.
my question is it actually like an imaginary friend, or is it like a Fairly Odd Parents kind of like fairy godmother type of situation? Because at the end, he goes to a different kid. So I'm like, is it really like in Albert's imagination, or is like, and then he was like, where were you before me? And he's like, I was just there.
yeah, yeah.
I don't know if you guys got that sense from that.
Mhm.
He's a demon.
Right? I was like,
Figment of his imagination, like this entity or whatever this thing was came into his life. It wasn't like necessarily like, oh, I made him. I mean, sure, the guy drew him, but you know, like, but it's not like he made it up, because like, again, like I said, like all of the things that this Bogus character was bringing to the table was like, this is not something a kid could imagine or like tell himself, like,
yeah, because the Bogus was telling him like, oh, she's trying her best, she's, you know, she's struggling with stuff too, and the kid wouldn't think that.
yeah, exactly.
And I think he did a really good performance, Haley Joel Osment. But I did find it kind of weird that he was more upset. To me, it seemed like he was more upset about his like the living conditions and like her not liking baseball than he was about his mom like dying.
Yeah, he kind of like brushed that under the table.
Yeah,
I mean, that's the direction that he was given.
I think he was suppressing the emotions,
Maybe.
trying not to cope with it, or saying it makes it real, you know. So
I guess so.
again, like he was just trying to connect to Harriet, the Harriet character,
Yeah.
you know, like as he tried to make like little magic tricks to her, and she's just like, I'm paying the bills or whatever, you know. He's a kid, he's trying to connect with you. So that was another thing.
That was so 90s.
I know, she had like a big old calculator. I'm
I
like,
pay
I'm
bills. I
paying
can't
bills.
do anything.
I'm
I
like,
pay
what are you
bills.
adding, like, you know, like,
She has an abacus.
yeah, basically. Yeah, so I mean, I get it. She was going through her own stuff, obviously. You know, I think there's like a little part where Bogus helps her too, you know, where she's like a little girl and processing her own trauma.
That was the other part I did feel kind of sad when like they show the flashback when she's a little girl. She goes in the house and the mom is like, you could be my friend or whatever.
Yeah.
You could tell she didn't want to obviously take Albert in. But once the lawyer said like, well, if you don't, he's going to go into the system. That triggered her because she's like, oh, I know what it's like to be in the system.
But still proceeded to treat him like crap.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay.
It's like no self-awareness.
Yeah, I'm like,
Her
you
character.
went through this. Like, okay, granted, she's obviously not a foster parent.
Yeah.
But you've been through this process. You know what it's like. It's like, have a little empathy here. But instead, she's just like,
She treats him like an adult. She's like, these are the ground rules. Like she's like, I can't be there for you all the time. So we're going to have to find like activities for you and stuff like that. And it's like, well, like if this responsibility has been thrusted on you, I know you still got to do your job, but you kind of have to like adjust to whatever it is. And I know you're trying to open up a restaurant supply store, which really like that's I don't know.
I also thought it was weird at that point in time when his imaginary friend appeared. Like, why did it have to be on the airplane?
Yeah.
Obviously it happened, but it's like
Yeah.
I feel like it would have been more impactful if it happened when he was already in New York.
Yeah, because at that point he doesn't know the situation or how bad it was in
Right.
New
He's
York.
been on he said he's been on an airplane before.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's like he's already been in that situation. in a
Yeah,
sense.
that's true.
I thought it probably would have been better if it was in another situation where he was like where he couldn't process something and then he comes out.
Well, if I don't know if it lines up, but I remember in that airplane scene, he gets up to go to the restroom and there's a lady that comes out and it looks similar to his mom, like, just blonde hair,
Maybe.
like not like look exactly like her. And I think that was like a lot because he goes in there and starts crying, right? He starts crying in the bathroom.
Yeah, it's the one time other than the funeral that I see him like actually mourn his mother.
Like he breaks down.
But he started seeing was it Bogus when he was in the seat when he drew him.
Yeah, but was that's what I don't remember.
Before.
I don't remember if it was before or after, but
I think it was before.
Because he was talking to him and then even the lady next to him was like, what'd you say? Remember?
Yeah, so he was sitting in the seat and then when he gets up to the restroom, that's when Bogus appears.
Yeah.
So when he was in the seat and then so he was in the seat, he was drawing him and Bogus starts talking to him, but he doesn't appear until he gets in the restroom. So Bogus Bogus was already there in the drawing.
Yeah.
Because he was like, hey, draw me with the bigger eyes, bigger lips, or bigger nose and stuff like that.
So I think that's like what fully triggered it.
Yeah. Or maybe they saw his mom or someone that looked like his mom.
Yeah, like he got all those big feelings,
I always thought that it was like, again, this is just the direction that was given in the movie. It's like everybody keeps asking him, like, who are you talking to? I'm like, he's a kid. Like, kids talk to themselves. Adults talk to themselves. Like, why do you have to keep asking him, like, who are you talking to? It's like, it's a child. Leave him alone. His mother just died, guys.
Stop talking to yourself.
You weirdo.
Autism didn't exist yet.
That's true. It didn't exist until TikTok got a hold of it. You know what I did think was a point that I thought could have helped the movie a little bit more is that it was cool that Whoopi Goldberg, her character Harriet, eventually did see Bogus, but I think it would have helped out if it was earlier in the movie because when he finally appears to her, it's like the last 17 minutes of the movie, and he helped her cope with the change too. But I think it would have benefited if like it would have happened earlier. And like they both saw Bogus, but both of them didn't know that they both saw Bogus, if that makes sense. Like if it was more of a struggle for her, because like, what's the point of having her see Bogus if it's like the last part of the movie?
It was too fast. Like it could have been more cathartic if it happened a little bit earlier, and then you saw like the changes.
Or if this like fairy godmother, fairy whatever, was also hers when she was little.
Yeah, that would have been cool.
I think that would have made more sense.
Right, but then she would have understood him.
No, but then at a certain point when Bogus is giving some speech, he was saying, at the end, right? How like kids, they just end up forgetting about their imaginary friends.
Oh, they don't say goodbye.
They don't say goodbye. They just move on. I mean, that could have been a perfect.
Yeah, like Whoopi forgets. Yeah, she forgets she had him, and then like it comes back to her or something like that. I was driving home when I saw your text yesterday about specifically the scene where Haley Joel Osment is going up the fire escape, which you know that's gonna come back in the movie. Because she's like, don't ever mess with the fire escape. And then like at the end scene, he like goes up it. What was the text message you sent me?
Oh, I thought that he was gonna jump, the kid. It really did, because he was like put into this deep sleep, right? Or whatever, because all of a sudden she like
okay, yeah.
Everything right. So whatever that whole weird scene was. But then he's climbing up and I'm thinking like, okay, he's seeing his mother like in this like trance or whatever he's in. And I'm like, homeboy seeing his mother, like he's about to like that's it.
He's going with it.
Like he's following the light. He is about to go. Harry is gonna go into the system again.
Again in a different way.
Okay, what if Albert dies, right? He jumps, and then he's the ghost that Haley Joel Osment sees in The Sixth Sense, Cole Sear.
So this is part of that universe.
It's part of that universe. Okay, so there was a scene that actually made me think of you, Priscilla. There was a scene in when he's at school. He's finally in school, and the teacher asks him like, "What words start with B?"
Oh yeah.
And he says bogus, and she says like, "Oh, bogus means something that's not real." And he's like, "No, bogus is real." And like they keep going back and forth, and all I could think of was, "You're a stuttering Stanley." you're a stuttering Stanley. You don't remember that? You look at me like,
I do. Hold on. From where?
we've been talking about this movie alongside this one too.
What, Sixth Sense?
The Sixth Sense.
He says that?
Yeah. To the teacher.
Oh, that's right. And then he starts stuttering.
Yeah.
I'm like, how did you know that they called me that? Okay,
And the reason I remember that is because the same situation happened. I don't know what we were doing, but we and you both said it, and we were like, where the heck is that from? And I had to look it up on the internet, and I was like, oh, it's from. I think we were with brothers, and we were like, oh, it's from The Sixth Sense. Never mind, we won't.
did not watch this.
I don't know what you're talking about. Never
I
seen the
blame
movie.
my parents.
I read a review.
Or like Brian, I just know about movies, but I didn't watch it. I'm like, okay.
I heard a podcast about it.
Yeah. So okay. So funny you should say that. So and whenever I think of a movie that I would like to do for this, I write it down, and then I go and check the rating. And some of them are, and I still write them down just so I know, okay, that I already put that one. I don't.
So next time it's The Sixth Sense.
Yeah, right. So Sixth Sense is gonna be the next one. No. So there was one that I put, and I was like, whoa! It was Requiem for a Dream, and that one is I think it's NC-17.
Is that with
That's like more than R, no?
Yeah, it's more than R. Jared Leto and one of the Wayans brothers, Marlon Wayans. I saw that movie when I was 15.
But even if you think about PG, I can't PG-13 movies in the 90s. I can't remember one. I remember watching one and I'm like, whoa, this is PG, because they cussed a lot.
Yeah.
Or even I think there was new,
yeah, they were different. They were different,
requirements.
Requirements.
I don't know. I was just like, whoa, this is a very strong PG-13. I can't remember what it was that I was watching.
Yeah, that's how the older movie.
By the way, do you guys remember when you could go to the all the way to the gates before September 11th? So that was one of the retro things.
I didn't fly.
I don't remember. I mean, my family would come, so we would see them
Oh yeah,
to
there's
the end,
videos.
but I don't remember. Do you remember?
Yeah, oh yeah, all the time. Because my dad started flying for work in the mid 90s, and so we would go
All the way to the
all the way to the gate. We were like, bye, Dad. And by the fourth or fifth time, we were just like, later, dude.
Loser.
There was actually a couple times where I could get home and we'd where's Dad? Why is he not gotten at home? And and we're like, oh, he's in Phoenix or something.
Why?
with his second family. All right, guys. Anything else you want to mention about this movie? This amazing movie.
I don't guess I think we covered it all.
Also the other text that you sent me, I didn't get until I got home, about that you thought Whoopi Goldberg was gonna pull a scar on him.
Oh, yeah.
Just grab him by the hands and long live the magician.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that whole scene was lame.
Yeah, it was unnecessary.
Why did it have to do that whole abyss thing? And I don't know. It could have.
Well, I mean, I think that's when she realized, right? Oh, I actually care for this kid. I almost lost him. Or
to me, it made it seem like that whole scene was real and not actually in their heads kind of thing.
Yeah.
No, it was real.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, not the but him falling into the abyss and the dancing with the imaginary friend.
Oh, that wasn't meant to. Oh, I guess. I mean, Bogus is part of the movie.
So I think he's more like a genie or a fairy godparent than an imaginary friend.
Yeah.
And it goes on from person to person.
Now, was his attire a French thing or just a 90s thing? That long?
No, it's not a 90s thing. I guess a French thing, or a French magician or something like that, or a magician.
It looked I think it was intended to be a costume.
Yeah.
In that time, right? Yeah.
I wonder if Haley Joel Osment actually learned some of those tricks.
It seemed like it.
Yeah.
Oh, you saw when something fell.
Yeah, when in that last scene, when he's doing the magic tricks in the dream or whatever, he has a big coin and he makes it disappear. You literally see it just
fall,
go down his chest. That's fake.
I think this attributes to him acting, because there's two scenes where he doesn't say anything or he says very little, but it adds to the comedy of it. So the scene where I think it's the first day that Haley is with Whoopi, and she's like, you want to take a bath? You want to take a shower? I'll draw you a bath. And so she's like, okay, the bath's ready. And then she's like, so do you need me? And he's like, oh, I can wash myself. And just the way he says it, subtly. And then the other scene, I think they're at the birthday party and they have a magician and he's doing tricks. And he does this trick and he just turns and shakes his head like this amateur or something like that.
And he tells the other kid oh, that's and he says the name of the trick.
Yeah. And I think he looks at him or something, he rolls his eyes or something like that. Okay, so that was the other thing. Like, does that change your perspective on like movies like that are like about kids and like parents? Is it like, do you get more emotional about that, or is it like?
Yeah, I
Um,
guess it hits different. No?
I get just this one. I think this is the first one that made me feel this way, like upset. Um, about it. But usually, I mean, I like to think I'm pretty empathetic. So, I mean, I cry a bunch of movies. So even before, if I've seen like a sad scene or anything,
Yeah.
like I feel like, or sympathetic is the word. I feel like, I don't know, like I was already there.
Mm.
But yeah, so maybe it's just hadn't seen movies that are like
a few months ago, I was watching like what are those types of movies called? Like E.T., The
Oh,
Goonies,
okay.
like just that era with like kids, imagining things and stuff. But I remember thinking like, I guess just feeling for the parents because their kids disappear for like days on end. I'm like, dude, like this kid's gone for like a week.
oh yeah,
And then they
yeah.
find him in the forest, it's like
But also, this was like some of those were like in the 80s, and like a kid could go for like 2 days, and the parents would be like, "Well, I guess he's with his
Where'd he
friends."
go?
Well, missing kids, the whole milk carton.
yeah.
So if you were to watch, let's say, the movie Prisoners again, would it hit different?
Which one's that one?
Oh, it was like a girl gets kidnapped.
No, I haven't seen it.
It's the one with it's a Denny and you and Hugh Jackman, Paul Dano, I think Terrence Howard, and like Jake Gyllenhaal.
Oh wait, yeah, I think I did see that,
But as a parent.
but
Oh,
as a parent.
oh, you know what? See Arrival as a parent.
Arrival? We just saw it.
Just not non-spoilers. She knows what's gonna happen to the kid, but she still does it.
I mean,
Hey, I cried in that one. No,
Arrival.
I think I did.
You rewatched it without me, so maybe.
Were you like me at work? You were like with the test tubes or whatever.
Probably. Oh, I think so. Yeah,
It
you
might have
did
been
tell me.
Arrival.
Yeah, you did tell me.
Because
I remember you came to the room and you're like, I cried. I'm like, who are you?
obviously I saw the movie, but it'd been a few years, so I saw it again
Mhm.
over the
Yeah, when
break.
you got your speakers.
when I got my surround sound. I
That
could
you have
hear
to
the
keep at a
airplane.
very low volume.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, I think I kept texting you. Lower it.
Yeah, lower the volume.
Lower
The
it.
tall subwoofer. One.
Well, at least the subwoofer can rock the baby to sleep, I guess.
Take the while.
Yeah.
Alrighty then, guys. Thank you so much for doing this, guys. I really appreciate it, and I know your time is precious.
For having us on, Brian.
Thanks for having us.